Hello guys, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're going to start with a brand new chapter, that is chapter number 6, Triangles, class 10th. So let's begin. Now I would like to tell you the importance of this chapter. Okay, now if I tell you about the weightage of this chapter, it is among the top rankers in the most important chapters. Okay, so weightage of this chapter is about 7 to 8 marks, 7 to 8 marks approximately, and it is among the most important chapters. Uh, First will be trigonometry, circles, and triangles. So these three chapters are actually very important, and most of the questions are asked from this one. But also keeping in mind the other chapters and the total syllabus, that is of total 12 chapters that NCERT book contains. These chapters contain the most weightage out of all chapters. Okay, so they are important. So if you're doing these chapters right now, do them very well and solve all the questions. Do not leave even a single stone unturned. Okay, because for triangles, there's nothing much, or two topics were deleted. Okay, so now for triangles, you only have BPT, and converse of BPT, and last will be similarity. Okay, so these two topics. Now, BPT and converse of BPT will come in one topic only. So these two topics are very simple and quite interesting to know actually. The other two topics were deleted. They were in the last year syllabus. Okay, so now let's begin. Now, let's talk about similar figures. Okay, similar figures. Now, what do you mean by similar figures? Similar figures, you mean they're identical? Yes. Now you might say that similar figures are the figures which have identical shape and same size. Some students might have this in their mind that they have same size, but no. Yes, they are identical, but they are not same size. They are not same size. Their sizes can be different, but the shapes are identical. Suppose, for example, I take a square. This looks like a rectangle. Let's take a square like this, and here's a bigger square. Now you will say that these two figures are identical. Yes, because they have same angles, interior angles are same. Also, they're squares. But there's one thing that you guys need to remember, that if this small one has a sides as 1.5 centimeter, so it is not like say the bigger one will not have the same length. It will have 3.0. Okay. Now, why am I saying like this? Why it will have 3.0 only? It can have 5.0 as well. Now, in further lectures, you will learn that they should be proportional. Okay. So, if you are given one small figure and another bigger figure, they are similar. So, their sides will be in proportion. They are called as similar figures. So, right now for similar figures only, you need to remember that they have identical shape. But not same size. They don't have same size. Okay. Now let's talk about the similar rectangles. Similar rectangles. Similar rectangles. There are some statements that you guys need to remember. Okay. All squares are similar figures. Okay. All squares are similar. Okay. You agree with this statement? We have done this here as well. So this is true statement. This will be true always. All circles. Okay, sorry. This topic won't come under similar rectangle. Sorry about that. These are some general statements. General statements. Okay. All circles, all circles are similar. Is this true or false? True or false? True or false? This statement is obviously true. Okay. Because if suppose you have a small circle and there's a big circle. Now they're similar, right? They're similar. But the only difference is of the radius, or you can say diameter. That radius and diameter are different. Okay. You can compare the watch that you're wearing on your left hand. It is a small watch. Yes. Now, if you go in a, let's say in New York, Times Square, there's a big watch over there. Okay. So that watch is big. It tells you the same time. I mean, different time zones are there, but it will do the same job of telling you the time. Right. The only difference is of that radius, or you can say diameter. Okay. Now, third statement. Third statement is all equilateral triangles, lateral triangles are similar or false? Similar or false? Tell me. They will be obviously similar. Okay. All equilateral triangles are similar. Okay. Now you must be asking this question why? Yes. Why? I will tell you the answer. Suppose you have two triangles here. They're like this. Okay. Now the equilateral, both are equilateral. Okay. So their angles will be also equal. And what is the angle of equilateral triangle? 60 degree. Yes. So all three are 60 degree. Even these are 60 degree. So this will be similar, always similar. Okay. Now there's one more important statement. All isosceles isosceles triangles are similar. Similar. Is this statement true or false? True or false? True or false? This statement, if you're saying it is true, then you're wrong. But if you're saying it is false, then you're completely wrong. You have you're completely right. That means you have understood the flow, the understood your concept. Okay. Because isosceles triangles, remember, the two sides are equal and the third side is longer, right? And the angles will also be different. Now let's talk about similar polygons. Similar polygons. Now similar polygons can be any shape, hexagonal shape, octagonal shape, or nanogonal shape, also pentagonal shape. So these are the polygons. Now there are some conditions that you guys need to remember. If they have given you two polygons and told you to tell if they're similar or not. So the first let's say rule is all the corresponding sides corresponding sides corresponding sorry corresponding angles should be equal. Should be equal. Okay. And and all the the corresponding sides should be in equal proportion. 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 Okay. Now let's give an example. Suppose this small polygon which has 1.5 degree, sorry, 1.5 centimeter, all the sides, and the other one, the big one polygon is 3. So we will divide them. 1.5 upon 3.0. 1.5 upon 3.0. You cancel the dots like this. So 15 ones are 15 twos are 15 ones are 15 twos are. So aren't they in equal proportion? Yes, they are. That means they are similar polygons. Now, one very important statement. Very important statement. Very important is that for a polygon, for a polygon to be equal, it must be, sorry, it for a polygon to be equal, it must follow both the both the conditions 1 and 2. Compulsorily. Okay, compulsorily. If these two statements are not satisfied, or suppose any one statement is satisfied, then you cannot call the polygon similar, because both the statements, both the conditions should be similar. Sorry, should be equal. Now let's talk about triangles. Okay, triangles is the main thing that we are talking about this because the chapter's name is triangles. Similar triangles. Now let me tell you, similar triangles is more important than similar polygons because the name of the chapter is triangles. So obviously they will ask more question on triangles than polygons. That's why very important. Okay. So first statement, first statement will be that two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding sides are equal. Sorry, not sides. There will be corresponding angles. If their corresponding angles are equal. Just 1 minute. It should be if. Sorry. Their corresponding angles should be equal. Should be equal, and their corresponding corresponding sides should be in equal proportion. Equal proportion. And now the golden statement. The golden statement that you guys need to remember is, or the very important statement that you guys need to remember is, here if any one condition is satisfied, if any one condition is uh, if any one condition holds true, then the triangles can be called similar. Okay, very important statement. Okay, here if any one condition holds true, then the triangles can be called similar. In case of polygons, both conditions should hold true. That is, the corresponding angle should be equal and the corresponding side should be equal in equal proportion. And if any one of the condition is not satisfied, then the polygon is not similar. But in triangles, if any one condition holds true, that is, the corresponding angle should be equal and the corresponding side should be in equal proportion. If any one condition is true, then the triangles are said to be similar. And that is all. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe my channel. And in next lecture, we will be talking about basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, or you can also call it in short form BPT. Okay, and after that we will be also discussing converse of BPT. So those two topics will be discussed in lecture 2. So till then, bye bye.